Recording. What's your name again?
Emily.
Emily. Okay.
If he was doing. He doesn't count.
All right, friends, time for yoga. I'm trying to think. Special announcements. I don't think I have much. At my TRE class, Sunday and Monday. So if you want to come, Sunday at noon, Monday at 6:30 p.m. And then, other than that, just my retreats in the summer. If you want to come, let me know. Okay. Other than that, let's just do yoga. So comfortable seats if you're not there already. And you could also take a moment to kind of settle in or move your body a little bit. So feel free to stretch a bit or just get your wiggles out or anything else that you want to do before finding stillness. And then eventually, just bring your hands to rest somewhere, some way, intentionally. Close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. And just start to really become more present and more aware of this moment. So everything that is already happening right here, right now. The sounds, the sensations, the rise and fall of your own breath. Just anything else that you might have brought with you to practice today. So maybe you have emotions present. Maybe you feel discomfort in your low back or your shoulders. So whatever's there, you're just noticing. You're not trying to fix it. You're not trying to make it go away. You're just becoming more aware. And then with a little extra awareness of your breath, next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And just feel yourself get bigger, take up more space, hold in that fullness. Take an extra little sip if it's there. And then open your mouth and big sigh, let it out. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, fill up. Hold. Extra sip. Keep holding. See if you can soften a little bit around your held breath. And then open your mouth and release. Ah, nice job. One more time, just like that. Great big inhale. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Pause. Extra sip, maybe even two. Keep holding, keep holding. And then open your mouth and let it out. Ah. Nice job. So slowly now and intentionally start to cultivate your ujjayi breath. So inhales that are really big, really spacious. And come all the way down from your diaphragm, from your belly. And exhales that are all the way, that take you all the way to emptiness, all the way to the very, very bottom of each breath. So ujjayi breath. It's in and out through your nose, little constriction in the back of your throat. The muscles you use when you hum, when you whisper, when you gasp, those are the muscles that you're constricting. And what you're doing, you're regulating the breath with these muscles. So almost the same way you would pinch a balloon to let the air out very slowly. That's what you're doing with your breath. You're regulating it. You're slowing it down. You're smoothing it out. So your breath, it's just as important as any of the physical postures that we move through. It's just as much a part of this practice as any of the poses that we'll do today. So if you have not quite gotten ujjayi breath yet, if it hasn't quite clicked for you, that's fine. You can breathe as deeply as you can, just in your own way, but stay curious about it. And there is, in my opinion, there is something there. So use your breath to guide you through your practice, to hold you and support you from inside. If you feel like staying here in your seated meditation, just connecting to your breath for a little longer, you're welcome to stay here. You're also welcome to come back to this place at any time throughout class if you just want to take a moment, kind of recalibrate or reconnect. If you're ready to begin moving now, take your breath with you and come forward to hands and knees tabletop. And from your tabletop, just any movement that calls to you. So it might be cat-cows. You could start somewhere familiar if that's easier. You could just get really curious about how your body feels today and then respond to that. So lots of times it helps me if I just close my eyes to get out of my head. So try not to worry what anybody else around you is doing. And don't worry if anybody is watching you. You're not doing it right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. So see if you can just feel. Use your breath. Use your awareness. See what's going on inside your body. So your spine, your hips, your shoulders, your hands, your fingers, your wrists, your elbows. There's about a million things you could pay attention to. Give yourself about 3 to 5 more rounds moving in this way. And then eventually downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start your own transition back, your own time and your own way. And notice now that you've started moving, did you lose your breath? Did you forget about it? And if so, no big deal, but just bring it back. So that's the practice again and again. Coming back to your breath, coming back to the rise and fall of the inhale and exhale. But when you are focused on the inhale and the exhale as they are happening, you cannot help but be present. Everything else just kind of falls away. So use your breath as an anchor to keep you here as best you can. Once you're in your down dog, friends, same thing. Just feel around, pedal out your heels, give your head a little shake or a little nod. Might feel nice to bring your feet out a little wider. Might feel nice to bring your hands out a little wider. And just explore. So in your down dog, don't worry too much about getting your feet to the ground. Don't worry about getting your legs completely straight. Focus on that length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. So through your arms and your side bodies, through your spinal column. Breathe into that length. You guys look awesome. Nice poses. Take one more big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you would like to get there. Forward fold. And then give yourself a few rounds in forward fold. You can either ragdoll your arms. Maybe you bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Give the back of your neck some traction. Little sway or a little bob or a little bounce might feel good. So in your forward fold, bend your knees as much as you need so that you can relax your neck and let your head hang. Imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling straight up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Take one more round in your fold. And then next inhalation, halfway lift position. Get all the rounding out of your back. Stick your butt out. Exhale, release, and fold back in. Do that again, halfway lift. So feel all the length from the crown of your head back to your sit bones. Yes, and then exhale, fold. This time, all the way up. So come through your halfway lift. Keep rising, arms extend. Hands to heart as you exhale. Inhale, take your arms to the sky, so keep flowing. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, dive down slowly into your fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. ACC, exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Beautiful breathing. Press into your feet, heart leads, rise up. Arms overhead as you breathe in. And hands to heart center as you breathe out. Let's take that one more time. Moving meditation. Inhale, reach. How much awareness can you bring into this simple movement? Exhale, slow dive. Maybe take your entire exhale, then fold. Beautiful halfway lift position. Get all the rounding out of your back. Nice, Abby. As you exhale, let it go. And then connect to your center, navel to spine. From that place, rise. Inhale, arms extend. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, this time inhale, take your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. So try to squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. And we don't want to lock out our elbows. So for me, it helps if I bend my elbows and suction cup my palms together. And then I just imagine my elbows are magnetized. Try to squeeze them towards one another. So you can take that if you would like. If you're with me and you'd like a little bit more, you could reach your hands back away from your body, but try not to hyperextend through your elbows. If you would like a little bit more, even still, little baby back bend. So press your hips forward, but hug an invisible yoga block with your inner thighs. Puff up your chest, tilt your chin up. Take one more big in breath. Yes, keep your clasp. Exhale, hinge at your hips all the way down. So a big bend in your knees might feel real nice. Hang out with your fingers interlaced behind your back for a couple rounds. So relax your neck, let your head hang, and then see if you can lift your sit bones higher and possibly lift your knuckles a little higher. Feel that mobility in the front of your shoulders. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang. Let them dangle. You can give them a little shaky shake. On an inhalation, halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. So top of a push-up, pause, spread your fingers super wide and actively push into the ground, especially with your fingertips. Take little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Yes, belly button is pulling in and up. Feel your breath in your back body. See if you can even feel the front of your thighs, your quad muscles squeezing, firing. You can come to your knees if you'd like to modify at any time. Next time you inhale, little baby rock forward, so you're on your tippy toes, and then exhale, lower halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, straighten your arms and push back up. Again, like that, halfway down. Hold until you're empty in your breath. Then use your inhale, push back up. Beautiful. Exhale this time, slowly all the way down, one strong straight line. All the way to your belly. Nice work. Spider-Man Cobra, bring your hands out to frame your mat so your hands are on the hardwood floor. Inhale, lift your heart. You're on your fingertips. And then as you exhale, take a little twist to your right side. Let your left shoulder dip down. It's like a micro shoulder pigeon. Inhale, come back to center. Tone your belly to protect low back as you lift your heart. And then other side, exhale, twist. Beautiful. Do that one more time each way. Go at your own pace. Feel into your shoulders. Feel into your side bodies. Upper back, mid back, low back. Eventually an inhale brings you back to center. You can hold as long as you'd like. Downward facing dog whenever you're ready. Big, spacious breath. All right, friends, one more time. You've got about 5 rounds in your down dog. So if there's any way you want to explore, please feel free. And then just quickly, question from me to you. If you would rather not be touched today, you want a hands-off practice. I don't take it personally, but just let me know by lifting one leg in the air. Okie dokie, thank you. So now if you want to lift one leg in the air, just for funsies, and the other, feel free. You've got a couple more breaths in your dog pose. So feel in your down dog as if, again, there is that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So rather than feeling like energy is moving down, you want to feel like energy is moving up from your hands through your arms and your side bodies, through your spinal column, and then connecting right at your center. Take one more great big inhalation into your down dog. And as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift position as you breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Nice, Laura. All the way up, rise. Inhale your arms, extend. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, let's build our flow. Inhale, reach up. This time as you exhale, little baby back bend. So cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze, pop up your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then as you exhale, sit down into a chair pose. Yes, Utkatasana. So weight for now is in your heels. Right now, you should be able to pick up your toes and spread them apart, make them feel alive. Yes, awesome. Your heart is lifted, but as you lift your heart, notice, did you let go completely through your belly? Draw your belly button back towards your spine and feel that little tiny bit of engagement, that little support. Now, you can absolutely stay right here. If you have knee issues, this might be a great place to stay. Otherwise, here's your option. Bring your arms parallel to the ground, float up to your tiptoes. This is called awkward chair. It's from Bikram yoga. You're going to squeeze through the tops of your thighs, slowly lower all the way down. Yeah, and then keep squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. We'll go all the way back up. So next time you breathe in, everybody high mountain, maybe even up to your tiptoes if you're not there already, all the way up. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, slow dive down, stick your butt out. Use your core to help you balance. Yes. Thanks, Eileen. Heels on the ground, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Find your way to down dog however you'd like. So take your vinyasa on your own. You can add push-ups. You can take it on your knees. You can skip it. Beautiful. Nice job, everyone. Good awareness. All right, Ujjayi. Fire it up if you've lost it. Next, inhale. Right leg to the sky. And feel free if you want to open your hip or explore a little bit in your own way. So if you want to roll out your ankle, circle your knee around, anything like that, go for it. Try to stay rooted through both hands evenly and equally. Both shoulders nice and strong. Take one more great big inhalation. Make your right leg as powerful as possible. And then keep your hips high, right knee towards your nose. So round your back. With all that space in front of you, step forward as soft as you can, low lunge. And then rise up to your crescent lunge. So all of your toes face directly forward, hips square, and then energetically hug in. So rather than sinking as deep as you can, your front hip is pulling back, your back hip is pulling forward, and you feel like you have a nice strong structure through your legs. Yes. And then with your strong foundation in your legs, your upper body can grow into your expression. So it doesn't mean you have to do anything fancy, but just whatever you're doing in your upper body, you're feeling it. You're aware of it. You're breathing into it. So are you spreading your fingers or are you making fists with your hands? Are you softening your elbows or do you have energy shooting from your arms today? So whatever it is, it's on purpose. It's intentional. Get curious about it. Take one more big inhale. Maybe you gaze up a little bit. And then as you exhale, friends, bring your hands to your front thigh and lean forward. So draw your belly button in and up. Feel a connection to your center, almost even like you're rounding through your low back. So I really want you to feel your core here. And then try to stay connected to your core. Lean forward, back foot floats up. So as you lifted your back leg, you didn't do a back bend. You should feel still like you're puffing up through your low back. You're connected to your center. Your hips are square. Yes. Stay right here. Or maybe add some arms. So you could reach your arms forward, out, maybe just one arm forward. You could reach your arms back. So your personal variation of warrior 3 in this moment. Awesome, Jill. Hips are square, connected to center, strong through your back leg. One last deep breath. Nice, Shauna. And then slowly come back, crescent lunge. See if you can land softly. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Nice job. This is called horizon lunge. I don't teach it very often. So you're going to reach your right arm forward, up, and then spin all of your toes towards the right side of the room as you reach back and let your hips come down. So all of your toes now should be facing the right side of the room. What you can do here, you can either just hang out, make this a nice stretch, or you might lift your hips and lower them down, almost like a variation of side plank. And then relax your hips down to the ground for a nice little stretch. So whatever you want to do to explore in this position for a moment, make it more challenging, more strengthening, or more of a stretch. Maybe you just feel really uncomfortable and you're trying to figure out how to even be in the pose at all, and that's fine. Take about 2-3 more breaths. Yeah, you can even hold with your hips up for a bit if you want. Nice, Emily. All right. We're going to rewind. So next time you inhale, reach your right arm up, forward, and down. Come back into a low lunge. And then keep walking your hands to the left long edge of your mat. So you'll be in a wide-legged forward fold. All of your toes are now facing the windows. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Find length. And then wherever you'd like to go. So you can either fold, or if there's some other way you'd like to be here and stretch and explore, totally fine with me. About 5 rounds. Just feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Feel free to exhale out your mouth anytime. Nice job, everybody. Last couple of rounds. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift with fingertips or hands on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need, and then walk your hands to the top of your space or in a low lunge position. And from your low lunge position, standing split. So right foot is your base, lift your left leg up. It's just like a one-legged forward fold. It does not matter how high your left leg goes, but keep your left toes active. So try to spread them apart. Nice, Sydney. Let your neck relax, head heavy, just like you would in a forward fold. Feel your connection to center. So that invisible rope still attached to your belly button, pulling up. Only if you want to, you could play with lifting up to your right tiptoes. So try to lift up to your right tiptoes, not just by using the strength in your foot, but by using the strength in your core to lift you up. Take one more big inhale. And then exhale, set your left foot down next to right at the top of your yoga mat. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake if it needs it or wants it. Bring your big toes together. Keep a little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, so tiny little potato bug ball. Butt towards the ground and nose towards your knees. And you can either choose to work this pose so that you're working more of your flexibility in your ankles. And if you want to do that, just try to press your heels down. Try to get your feet flat. If you want to work strength and balance, lift your heels up as high as you can. And then the higher your heels go, the lower your butt goes. And closer your nose gets to your knees. Maybe even wrap your arms around your shins. Yeah, give yourself a hug. Breathe into your back body. As you exhale, you get super small and compact. You find your very, very center. Take one last breath. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, fold. You can widen your stance if you prefer. Rise all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend. High mountain pose. Pause in your high mountain pose and notice, how are you standing? So for me, usually when I reach my arms up, I flare my ribs forward and stick my butt out. Other people, they're the exact opposite. So see in your body, is there any way you could be in more optimal alignment? Find a more neutral spine, more neutral pelvis. And then root down so firmly into your right foot, lift your left knee up, standing step. Yeah, flexion through your left toes. So flex them back and active toward your shin. Hug in with your inner thighs for now. Imagine you're zipping a zipper up through your midline, so everything's hugging in and lifting up, getting taller. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, we'll sit back into a figure 4. So outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Your arms swing back when we're flowing. We'll do like chair plane arms. But for right now, anywhere you want to go. So if you want to take it into a forward fold, or you want to play with an arm balance, you want to play with a twist, you want to fall out of it 10 times, come back in 10 times, whatever works for you. If you're sitting back, the weight should be in your right heel. Your butt should be going back rather than your right knee coming forward. Take about 2-3 more deep breaths. Breathe down into your hips. Awesome, you guys. Nice work. Good, Callie. See if possibly you can stay balanced on your right foot a little bit longer, and we'll come back to standing staff. So slowly find your way back up. Arms reach up, left knee lifts. If you need to set your left foot down, totally fine. If your left knee is lifted, you want more, maybe you even extend your left leg forward. Take one more inhale here. Now listen, as you exhale, curtsy squat. So left toes off the right edge of your mat, hands to heart center, get low in your legs. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and try not to look at the ground and stick your butt out, but think of toning your belly and reaching your tailbone towards the ground, crown of your head towards the sky. Take one more breath, maybe a little bit lower. And inhale, high mountain pose. Step both feet on your mat. Reach both arms to the sky. Little baby back bend. Exhale, lift your heart. Tone your belly. Re-extend, realign. Breathe in. And use your exhale to traction out your spine as you slowly dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, however you'd like to find your way to downward facing dog. Very nice. Ujjayi breath, reconnect. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your left leg to the sky. If you want, take a moment, explore a bit. Open your hip, roll out your ankle. Feel your strong hands on the ground. Feel your strong core lifting you up. Feel your breath supporting you from the inside. Take one more big inhale. Make your left leg as powerful as you can. Exhale, keep your hips high, left knee towards your nose. So round your spine, hollow out your belly, push the ground away, and then step through as soft as possible. Yes, nice, Kirsten. Rise up slowly. Crescent lunge. So strong, powerful, stable through your legs, your foundation. Nice, Pam. And then your upper body grows into your expression. So again, it doesn't need to be fancy, but you are aware of what your body is doing. You're aware of what your fingers are doing, what your face is doing. You're feeling your breath flowing through you. Yes, love it, you guys. Nice work. Maybe gaze up. Take one last big inhale. And then as you exhale, lean forward, hands to your front thigh again. Pull your belly button in and up. So not like a back bend, not like you're arching, but like you're rounding, curl in just a little bit, and you want to feel your strong core. Keep that connection to your strong core. Lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. Yes. Nice, Sue. So feel your core and use it to hold you here. Press with your back foot like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall. Only if you want to, option to add some arms. So arms could reach forward, back, out to the sides. Maybe you just use one arm. So think of an uppercase letter T with your body. Nice and long through your spine, long through your back legs, strong through your center. One last round. You guys are amazing. Come back, land softly if possible. Crescent lunge. Nice, Sid. Arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. horizon lunge. So left arm reaches forward, up, and back as your toes turn towards the windows. So pivot all 10 toes to face towards the window. Sometimes I just like to hang out here. It's a nice stretch for my side body and also for my hip. So you can absolutely just hang out, make this more stretchy, feel around. Or you can lift your hips, lower them. You could hang out for a few breaths with your hips lifted, like a modified side plank variation. Just getting curious about this pose, especially if you haven't been here for a while. Especially also if you don't like it, is there a way you could adjust to make it work for you, your body a little bit better? Take a couple more breaths. Nice, you guys. And then just like we're rewinding, next time you breathe in, take your left arm up, forward, and down. So you come back into a low lunge. Keep walking your hands to the right long edge of your mat. You'll be in a wide-legged straddle, wide-legged forward fold. So parallel your feet on an inhalation, halfway lift. And wherever you want to go as you exhale, either fold or explore. You do not have to do what you did on the other side. You can if you want. Slow, spacious breath. Last couple. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground or hands on the ground. So bend your knees if needed. Follow your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. From low lunge, standing split. So left foot is your base, right leg floats high. Yes, good. You can choose to keep your hips square, or you can let your right hip open, whatever feels better, or like you're getting more out of it. Just try not to sink into your outer left hip. So your left inner thigh hugs in and your belly button lifts up. So it's again as if there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling up. If you want extra, see if you can float up to your left tiptoes using that connection to your center. So like you're really light and your heel just lifts up. Take one more big inhale, get long, strong, powerful. And then forward fold, set your right foot at the top of your space. Nice job. You can give your left leg a little shake out. You can bring your big toes to touch once again. And then take your little tiny potato bug ball. And if you want, you can stay in your potato bug ball like we did before. If you want something different, change it up. You could take a toe stand. So you just point your knees straight forward, thighs parallel to the ground, and then hands to heart. And then if you get to a nice balance in toe stand, you could play with even opening your knees out to both sides, hanging out there for a moment maybe, closing them up. Yeah, be playful. Last couple of breaths wherever you're working. You might be working the strength and balance in your feet. You might be stretching your back body if you're in your little ball. Everybody, next time you breathe in, find your way to a halfway lift position. So spine long, and maybe you widen your feet if you want to. Exhale, let it go, fold. Rise all the way up. Inhale your arms to the sky, high mountain. Pause in your high mountain and just check in once again. How are you standing? Where are your own imbalances? Is there any way you could be in more optimal alignment in your own body in this moment? Left foot is your base. Float your right knee up, standing staff. Yes. So for now, you're hugging in, like you're zipping a zipper up through your midline. Everything is tall, reaching high, hugging towards midline. Feel your slow, deep breath. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, figure 4 with your legs. So sit back into a one-legged chair. Arms reach back behind you when we flow. But for now, anywhere you want to go, any way you want to play or explore on this side. Keep the flexion in your right toes, even your little baby pinky toe. And keep your right ankle strong. Don't let it twist or sickle. If you are sitting back, the weight is primarily in your left heel. Your butt is going back. Your breath is flowing all the way down into your hips. Nice job. Good focus, everybody. Just a couple more rounds. If at all possible, try to stay balanced on your left foot. Come back up to standing staff. And if you want to take high mountain instead, you're welcome to set your right foot down, no biggie. If you want more, you could extend your right leg forward. Yeah, try not to lean back. So draw those lowest, deepest abdominals in. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, curtsy squat. So swing your right toes off the left edge of your mat, hands to heart, get low. Square hip. So I know it's easier to face kind of towards the right side of the room, but you want to square yourself forward as best you can. Nice and low in your legs, long in your spine. So you're not sticking your butt out and looking at the ground. Gaze is forward, belly is toned, spine is long. Yeah, good. Get a little bit lower if you can and take one last deep breath. Nice, Cam. As you inhale, come back to your high mountain. So both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. And add a little baby back bend. It doesn't have to be great big. Make it feel good. Navel to spine, protect, slow back. Inhale, re-extend, breathe in. And slow dive as you exhale all the way down. Beautiful. Lift halfway. And then exhale, plant your hands however you like to get there. Downward facing dog. And if instead of down dog, you're feeling a child's pose, hero's pose, or just any other position that will give you a moment to relax, feel free to go there instead. So everything we just did, we're gonna do it a couple more times. We're gonna go a little faster. So we'll go one breath, one movement, but it doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can. It means we move really slowly and really intentionally with our slow, intentional breath. So if at any time you feel like I'm queuing too fast, too slow, then see if you can breathe slower, breathe bigger, breathe deeper. Move slowly, move intentionally, move with those big, deep breaths. So here we go. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. And give yourself a great big inhale into your down dog. Push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or hop forward, fold. Inhale to your halfway lift position. Exhale, bow and fold. All the way up, rise, arms overhead, inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. Little baby back bend, cactus your arms, navel to spine, protects low back. Re-extend, realign, inhale. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, sit back. This is where you stay if you want, or inhale, float up to tiptoes, arms parallel to the ground. Stay here, or exhale, awkward chair, all the way down. Squeeze the tops of your thighs, go as low as you can. Inhale, high mountain, so all the way up. Maybe lift to your tiptoes if you weren't already there. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. Dive down slowly into your fold. Yes, halfway lift as you inhale. Heels on the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going or even hold empty. Inhale, heart lifts. Peel your heart open. Nice, Dante. Exhale, hips back, down dog. Great big inhalation as you take your right leg to the sky. Use your strong core. Exhale, right foot steps forward softly. Inhale, rise slowly, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Just prepare for your balance first. Navel to spine. Inhale, back foot floats off the ground as you lean forward. Now stay for your exhale if you would like. Option for arms. Inhale, come back, crescent lunge, soft landing if possible. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, horizon, reach forward, up and back. And then exhale, just rewind, up, forward, down, all the way to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold as deep as you can. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips down. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, lift your left leg. Exhale, straight into your little tiny potato bug ball. Big toes touch, tuck and curl, empty all the way out. Get small and compact. Halfway lift, stick your butt out, lengthen your spine. If you want, you can widen your feet. Exhale, fold. All the way up, rise. Inhale, arms extend, left knee floats up. Flex your toes. Exhale, figure four, one-legged chair. Sit back, swing your arms back. Inhale, standing staff. Arms reach up. You can extend left if you want more. Try not to lean back. Low abdominals draw in. Exhale, curtsy squat. Hands to heart, get low. Inhale, reach high, high mountain. Baby back bend with your exhale. Tone your belly to protect low back. Re-extend with your inhalation. And exhale takes you down nice and easy into your fold. Spinal extension, breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, nice sit. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Good breathing, stay with me. Inhale, left leg to the sky, strong and powerful. Soft as you can, left foot to the top of your mat. Yes, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, draw your belly button in and up, feel that connection to center. And then inhale, float your back foot up as you lean forward. Stay here for your exhalation, optional arms, your fullest expression. Yes, awesome, Paul. And then come back, land softly if possible, crescent, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Horizon, inhale, reach forward, up and back. And then just rewind it. Exhale, reach up, forward, down. Keep walking your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Halfway lift, your feet are now parallel, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, work your fold. So crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift position, fingertips or hands on the ground this time. And then as you exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge once again. From low lunge, standing splits, inhale, right leg high, spread your toes. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Get small and compact all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, stick your butt out. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Arms extend, right knee floats up. Flex your toes. Exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. Sit back, weight in your heel. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend right leg if you'd like. Curtsy squatted out. So right toes off left edge, get low, hands to heart. Yes, very nice. Awesome, Kirsten. Inhale, reach high. And baby back bend. Exhale, use your core to support you. Inhale, re-extend. Take it all the way down. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful breath. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. So that is one round. We've got one more. This time I am going to add in a few things, change up a few things. So just like you've been doing all practice long, just stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. So you can, externally rotate through there and keep that. Just press back through there. All right, if you are coming with me, great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look to the top of your mat. Step or hop forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Bow, fold. Nice, Emily. Root through your feet, connect to your center. From that place, rise. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, adding on right here, inhale, reach up. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side body stretch. So like a crescent moon all the way to empty. Back to center, switch your grip. Exhale, other side, up and then over. Inhale, back to center. Baby back bend. Exhale, tone your belly as you puff up your heart, tilt your chin up. Re-extend, realign, breathe in. Now exhale, chair pose, sit back. Stay in your regular chair or inhale, arms parallel to the ground, float to tiptoes. Exhale, awkward chair. Squeeze the tops of your thighs, slowly lower. Yeah, and then all the way up. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. So maybe lift to your tiptoes if you're not already there. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. Dive down slowly into your full. Good job. Heels on the ground. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going or hold empty as you lower. Inhale, open your heart, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Now listen, you can hang out here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Cross your body, yes. Nice, CC. Inhale, back up. Right knee, right armpit, aim high. You can even add a push-up if you want. Bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, back up. And everybody, knee towards your nose. Step forward this time softly. Rise up slowly, crescent lunge. You can hang out here or turbo lunge. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee, optional back bend, puff up your heart. Yes, back to crescent, breathe in. As you exhale, hands to your front thigh, navel to spine, prepare. Inhale, lean forward, float your back foot off the ground. Hold for your exhale, option to add arms. Nice work. Inhale, crescent lunge. Land softly if possible. Exhale, hands come down. Horizon, reach forward, up, and all the way back. Let your hips drop. And exhale, reach up, forward, and down. Walk your hands to the left, long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold as deep as you can. Empty out. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands or fingertips on the ground. And crawl your hands forward with your exhale, low lunge. Standing splits, right foot is your base. Lift your left leg. Now listen, you can hang out in standing splits or open it up to a balancing half moon. So right hand might reach forward a bit, maybe use a block under your right hand. Left hand perhaps to your left hip or left arm to the sky. So open up, left hip stacks on top of right if you're going for half moon. Whatever pose you are in, your back leg is strong, your back foot is active. You're breathing into every little space. Nice, Laura. Awesome, you guys. Beautiful poses. Take one more big, huge in-breath. Exhale. Nice and easy. Little potato bug ball, top of your space. Curl in, get small and compact. All right, we're gonna pause here just for funsies. So you can stay in your little potato bug ball. You wanna try an arm balance. We're gonna play with crow just for a moment. So plant your hands on the ground in front of you and then lift up to your tiptoes. Lift your butt and your waistline as high as you can. Get your knees as high as you can on your triceps. And think about leaning forward, gazing forward, just like your arms are little shelves and you're letting your knees stack on those shelves. The trick is to lift up from your center and hug in. So everything's lifting up, hugging in. Just be playful. Awesome. Maybe you get 1 foot. Maybe you get 1 foot for a split second. Maybe you get both feet and then you get your big toes to touch behind you. Give it a couple more rounds. Awesome work, everyone. Eee. All right, let's come to a halfway lift. So when the love is lost, halfway lift position. Just be there with a nice long spine for a moment. See if you can feel a neutral spine. You're not arching, you're not rounding. Happy medium, that's what we're going for. Back of your neck is long, sides of your neck are long. One more inhale and you're halfway lift. Back to our flow, exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Arms extend, left knee floats up, flex your toes. Exhale, one-legged chair, figure 4, sit back, reach back. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to standing staff. Maybe extend your left leg. Now listen, friends. Low lunge. See if you can land softly with fingers and toes at the same time. So left toes to the back of your mat. Hands come down to frame your front foot. From here, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your mat. And just let your back knee come down. Let your hips melt down for a moment. See if you can lift your heart up. And then only if you want more, this is just an option, you could take cat grabs its tail. So right hand reaches back, bend your back knee, grab your left foot. And then from here, you can start to open up. So I like to come down to my left forearm. And then your right knee can kind of go out to the right as you roll into the baby toe edge of right foot. Yeah! And if cat grabs its tail does not interest you, totally fine. Wherever you happen to be, last couple breaths. If you're in cat grabs its tail, see if you can open through your right shoulder. So a lot of you, your right shoulder's rolling forward. Open it up, pull it back. Kick foot in the hand. Yeah, nice, Cam. Good adjustment. Take one last round. All right, slowly release. Plant your hands on the ground. Lift your back knee up. Work your right foot to the back of your mat. You'll be in a plank position. Top of your push-up. Inhale, push the ground away. And exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. One more side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. As close as you can. Yes, inhale back up, three-legged. Exhale, left knee, left armpit. If you want to, add that little push-up. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale back up, three-legged. Exhale, knee to your nose. Curl in, hollow out, and then step through softly. Beautiful. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. Exhale, turbo lunge if you like. So bend your elbows, bend your back knee, optional back bend. Yes. Re-extend, crescent. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, lean forward, prepare for balance. One last time here. And then inhale, lean forward, back foot floats up. Exhale, optional arms. Beautiful. Nice, Kirsten. Come back, soft landing, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Horizon, one last time, left arm forward, up and all the way back. And then rewind it. Reach up, forward, down. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten your legs, halfway lift. Inhale. And fold deeply as you exhale. All the way to emptiness. Halfway lift once again. Fingertips or hands on the ground. As you exhale, walk your hands forward. Low lunge. Standing splits. Left foot roots, right leg lifts. And then if you would like, option to turn it into a balancing half moon. So open through your hips. Stack your right hip on top of left. Yeah, squeeze through your outer left butt cheek to get your hips to open more. And then wherever you're at, your right leg is strong, your right foot is active. Yes. Last couple of breaths. Beautiful work. Nice awareness, everyone. One last big, huge inhale. And then with your exhalation, nice and easy, little tiny potato bug ball. We'll hang out again. Only if you want to again. You could play with crow. And then just as an add-on, if you want, if you're feeling crazy, if you want to play with crow into tripod headstand, back to crow, just for funsies, feel free. You want to stay in your little tiny potato bug ball, that's also perfect. Yeah, amazing, you guys. And then in your next couple breaths, we'll meet in a halfway lift. So when the love is lost, you've had enough fun, halfway lift position, and just realign your spine. Feel into that neutral spine position. Crown of your head forward, butt back. Take one more inhale, nice Pam. And as you exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. It's your last time here. Arms reach, right knee lifts. Exhale, figure four, sit low. Arms swing back. Inhale, standing staff, reach high, maybe extend right leg. And then again, going somewhere different, low lunge. So see if you can land with fingers and toes, possibly at the exact same time. Oops. And then once you've landed, bring your hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out nice and wide. Bring your back knee down, let your hips sink down, melt down. Your heart is lifting. This is a great place to stay. Just try to encourage the weight more into your legs, less into your hands. Or if you want to, cat grabs its tail. So left arm reaches back. Bend your right knee, grab hold of, I like the pinky toe edge of my foot. Try to keep your left shoulder open. So your left shoulder isn't rolling forward to grab your foot. It's opening up, roll it back and down. And then from that place, you can open your heart towards the sky. I like to come down to my right forearm. Let your left knee open more so you're on the outer edge of your left foot if you're in cat grabs its tail. Wherever you are at, your pose, your expression of this pose, your exploration of this pose, just be there fully in your body. No judgment, no comparison. Take 2 more big, deep breaths. Ah. Yeah, so good, everybody. If you are holding onto your back foot, slowly release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and lift your back knee up. Work your left foot back so you'll be in a plank position. Inhale at the top of your plank. And exhale, slowly lower to your belly. Inhale, back bend of your choice, lift your heart. And then you choose either down dog or if you're feeling a child's pose or any other resting pose. Now is your time. So just give yourself a moment to feel. Kind of soak in whatever's flowing through. Big, spacious breaths, maybe open mouth sighs. Good job, everybody. And then from wherever you are at, next couple rounds, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Open your right hip, everyone. So bend your knee and peel it open. Yes, good. You can stay right here or option to flip your dog if you would like. So right foot comes down behind. Nice and easy. Reach forward with your right arm, or right hand could even be behind your head. Puff up through your heart. Breathe down into your belly. Take one more big inhale. Awesome, Nan. And then come back, three-legged dog, my friends. Extend your right leg high. Lengthen. Inhale. Pigeon pose. Right shin to the top of your space. Gently set your body down. So right knee nice and wide. Pull your right butt cheek up and back. So imagine that invisible rope. Now it's attached to the back of your right butt cheek, pulling up and back as your heart moves forward and down. So especially if you're somebody who can easily just plop your hips down on the ground, try not to do that. If your right butt cheek is on the ground, try not to have it right on the ground, but lift it up a little bit, pull it back a little bit. So what we are doing, we're creating the stability, the structure. We're plugging the femur bones in the hip sockets so that we can safely stretch the muscles around the joints. Just focus on your big, deep breaths. Focus on any sensation you're feeling. Give yourself about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. If you want, open mouth sigh. Slowly begin to lift your upper body. We're gonna come into a three-legged tabletop. So eventually you'll plant your hands. You'll scoot your back knee forward a bit. Unthread your right leg and give it a nice little shaky shake. And after you've given it a few little shaky shakes, bend your knee and imagine you're trying to squeeze a rolled up washcloth behind your knee and wring it out. Flex your toes back and active towards your shin. Try to keep all of that and just take big, huge circles with your right knee because you can make them fullest range of motion you can find through your right hip joint. And try to keep every other part of your body as still as possible. And then reverse those circles. Don't go too quickly, go slow enough that you can really feel your right butt cheek, especially your outer glute, working to create this mobility. Finally, everyone, just extend your right leg straight back and then take your right toes off the left edge of your mat. Pull your hips to the right and gaze back over your left shoulder. So you can kind of lean your hips over to the right. You might bend your elbows a bit. So if you can find length in your right side or just find something that feels good to you. And come back to a tabletop. Take it back to downward facing dog. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa on your own just to reset, go for it. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Open your left hip. So bend your knee, peel it open. You should feel right now your outer left glute squeezing. Stay here, or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind. Nice, Emily. Left arm reaches forward. Keep a little tone in your belly to support your low back. But send your breath all the way down into your low belly. Stretch your abdominal wall. One more inhale. Good job. Exhale, come back three-legged. Inhale into your three-legged dog. Lengthen your left leg high. And then exhale into your pigeon. Left shin forward, nice and easy. Set your body down. Really good awareness, friends. So as wide as you can get with your left knee and then pull, good Cali, pull your left butt cheek up and back rather than just plopping down or rather than trying to push your hips towards the ground. I know it seems a bit counterintuitive, like you're coming out of the pose a bit, but all you're doing is you're getting yourself into it in a really safe and sustainable way. So you're stretching the muscles rather than just pulling on tendons and ligaments around your joints. Just give it maybe 3 more rounds. I will leave it up to you ultimately. So if you want to stay a bit longer, please do. But whenever you feel somewhat even on both sides, start to make your way into that 3-legged tabletop position again. So you'll plant your hands, scoot your back knee forward, and unthread your left leg back. Give it a nice little shaky shake. And then after a few shaky shakes, you're going to take your circles, bend your left knee, squeeze your invisible rolled up washcloth, flex your toes, circle it out. So as you circle, try not to move through your knee. Try to keep squeezing your invisible washcloth behind your knee the whole time. So you're not extending your leg long. You're squeezing through the back of your knee the entire time. And find the range of motion just from your hip joints. Reverse your circles. Yes, good. Every other part of your body stays as still as possible. I don't know how you're on this leg, but just make sure. Okay, no, you're fine. Extend your left leg straight back, everybody, and take your left toes off the right edge of your mat. And then kind of lean to your left or whatever feels good to you, just to find something here for yourself. I like to lean to my left, kind of bend my elbows. Sometimes I like to round my back a little bit more. So feel into it. And then eventually, regular tabletop. And if you want one last down dog, one last vinyasa, now is your time. If you just want to sit back in a child's pose, perfectly fine with me. Either down dog, child's pose. And just feel everything there is to feel, all the space you've created. Maybe all the new awareness inside of your body. Awareness of places that you don't usually pay attention to, just your toes and your fingers even. Your forehead, your jaw. Sensation of your belly, that connection to your center. Noticing everything without judgment, but just curiosity and observation. And in your next few rounds, my friends, however you'd like to get there, you'll find your way all the way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in, take a little rock. Your low back, a nice little massage. Choose any supine spinal twist that you would like to take for about 5 rounds. I should say 5 rounds on each side. So you can go to either side first. And after you've taken about 5 rounds on one side, just find your way to the other side. You can absolutely give your weight to the ground now. Let yourself be held. But do try to keep your breath your ujjayi breath going just a little bit longer. Now, after you've taken your twist on both sides, friends, no rush. Just find an inversion of your choice for about 10 breaths. So anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. When you feel complete with your inversion, any other poses, any finishing postures, just any last little wiggles that you would like to get out, just give yourself a moment to move through them. And as you're ready, my friends, no hurry. Just start to find your way into your final relaxation. But at this point now, you can let your breath become effortless and easy. You can let your muscles just soften away from the bones. Let your eyes rest heavy in their sockets. My thought for you is by Ali Jolie. It says, your body does not ask you to fix it. It asks you to meet it. To meet it again and again, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's painful or challenging. To meet it even when you want to turn away and avoid the wisdom that it reveals through its symptoms and sensations. To meet it with kindness, curiosity, compassion, and so much tenderness. Your body doesn't ask you to fix it. It asks you to meet it again and again, even when it's uncomfortable, painful, or challenging. To meet it even when you want to turn away and avoid the wisdom it reveals. To meet it with kindness, curiosity, compassion, and so much tenderness. So these last moments, friends, just be in your body. Just allow whatever's there to be there. And just notice it, meet it with curiosity, compassion, kindness. tenderness. Give yourself these last couple of moments to simply just be, to just soak it all in. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just start to slowly bring movement back into your body. Start to come back into your physical space. Feel yourself on the ground in this room. And maybe give yourself a couple deep breaths if you like. And as you're ready, just roll to either side. And take one last moment resting there. If you're a visual person, you can use your imagination and just visualize your practice seeping into you, soaking into you in some way. Imagine the residue of your practice just becoming part of you. And your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation, right back where we started. Notice if now anything feels just a little bit different, if anything is shifted, even the slightest. Sit up nice and tall, gather your hands to your heart. And we'll close our practice together with one collective Om. So Om is symbolically the vibration of the universe, the sound from which everything came, and the sound to which everything will one day return to. So try to just make this sound with your voice without worrying how it sounds as it comes out. So focus more on the vibration and the feeling in your own expression. Just let it contribute to the sound of the whole. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if needed. And then breathe in your voice all the way down from your belly, from your gut. Thank you so much for being here, for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. See you next time. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, Abby. Good to have you, Callie. Miss you. Bye, Mama. I love you. See you for dinner tonight. Ruby will be home probably till like 1:30 by herself, but no rush, no rush, no rush. I mean, no pressure. No pressure.